Excited to have the fearless Joshua Van back on the program, who got his UFC debut out of the way. A nice victory, a split decision victory over Zhalgas Zhumagulov at UFC Jacksonville this past weekend. Joshua, how you doing?
Feeling great, man. Feeling great, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I want to start just with the split decision by the judges, because I didn't agree with that. I thought you won the fight, unanimous decision. That's what I thought was going to happen. But, I guess you never really know with the judges nowadays, what they're looking at. How confident did you feel before they actually rendered their decision?
Man, I was confident that I was gonna win. So you know what I'm saying. So when I heard his name, when the judges gave his name, I was like, what? Like, I was surprised, but again, I knew I was winning, so like I wasn't really surprised.
What did your corner tell you going into that third round? Did you guys have a specific game plan or something that you wanted to try and implement just to make sure you secured that third round and get your hand raised?
My coaches were like, don't get too cocky, because the second round I get a little cocky. So the whole point was just to calm me down. That's about it.
And as far as going in against Zhalgas, what did you have planned for him? What kind of a fight did you expect this to actually be?
Man, I expected for him to come forward more and try and take me down and for me to set a trap or something. But he was smart, so he don't want to, like, he was avoiding my big punch. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he kept his distance and stuff like that. So he was a smart man. He was smart.
He was super aggressive in the first round. You were landing your jab pretty darn well, and you were landing some leg kicks also. Did you feel like your stand-up skill set, you were getting the better of him there early on?
The first round, I was just trying to feel him off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I want to give up the round, but it's like I want to see what he brings, because a lot of people always say like he hit hard, so I just want to feel his power. So like when I felt his power, it wasn't even like that. So going into the second round, I was so confident.
And obviously, you landed that big head kick in the second round. How close did you feel like you are to maybe getting a finish there? It looked like it could have happened. You landed some big follow-up shots.
Yeah, man, I thought I was gonna finish him, but then what I'm saying, it was a short notice, so I don't want to blow up my energy. And I heard my coach Frank and Daniel Pineda was like, a reset. So I was like, all right, let me just reset. So
Did it feel like you thought it would, making your UFC debut in front of a packed house, a lot of screaming fans? I mean, this was a good fight. It was a close one. How did you feel in there throughout the duration?
man, I thought I was gonna feel nervous and shit, but hey, I feel amazing in there, man. I love the crowd. So performing in front of all those people, man, it was amazing.
So they say a lot of fighters get octagon jitters before you make the walk to the cage. You didn't feel that.
Oh yeah, when I was in the locker room, I was nervous as shit though. Well, and then I'm good to go. So
All right. And in the third round too, you landed a lot of nice hooks as well. All in all, when you just look at the performance that you put out there, are you happy with it?
uh I'm happy with it, you know what I'm saying? Because I break two records. So although I want to keep my 100 finish rate, but you know what I'm saying, I broke two records, so I'm happy with it, man.
And obviously, there's been a lot of talk, and rightfully so. You being the first Burmese fighter to fight in the UFC. Tell me, what does that mean to you personally? I have to imagine it means a great deal.
It feel amazing, man. Seeing all my people showing love, especially in Florida, man. You know what I'm saying? The Burmese people that came up to me in the hotel rooms telling me that they was gonna be there at the fight. Everywhere I go, I see Burmese people, showing love. So it was amazing, man. I was grateful for that.
Did you feel that energy in the arena when you were fighting? It seems like you got kind of a pop when you did make the way down to the octagon.
Oh yeah, when I walked in, I see a bunch of Burmese people. So I was like, oh shit, this is my home. So it was amazing, man.
Yeah, so the Jacksonville crowd showed out for you. How excited were you to know that you were going to fight in front of a packed house of screaming fans versus maybe the UFC Apex?
I love crowds, so I don't think I'm gonna enjoy the Apex like that, bro. So it was you know what, for the contender series, we went to Vegas to check it out, and I look at the Apex. I was like, damn, I'm gonna fight in front of these people. Like it's small, you know, compared to the Jacksonville. So I like, damn. But hey, thank God we got the short notice call, man.
Yeah, that's was going to be my next question. Short notice fight opportunity. You bypassed Contender Series straight into the UFC. How much time did you have, or did you have enough time to kind of acclimate and tweak your game plan to get ready for one opponent versus your previous one?
Nah, cause we haven't even really started the real camp for August. You know what I'm saying? So when Jason called me, you know, all we can do is focus on my cardio. You know, we don't even work on a lot of technique because we want to focus on the cardio. So that's what it is.
And did you like the matchup with the Zhalgas when you first heard it? Did you feel like stylistically this was going to be a good one for you?
You know, I didn't even know who I was fighting until like the waiting day. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So either way, I was gonna say yes. So it don't matter who I was fighting at that time.
And obviously a lot of responsibilities, now that you're in the UFC, you got to do a lot of media, the whole fight week, there's a lot of obligations that you have. How did you handle all that?
You know that contender series, that we go to Vegas, that helped me a lot. You know, getting used to the same phase and stuff like that. So when I got the short notice call, and we went to Jacksonville, it was like the same people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh shit, they look familiar. So yeah, I feel happy, man. I was feeling comfortable.
How did you celebrate the big win? What did you go out and do? What was the food that you ate? I'm sure you must have indulged in something.
Man, I eat a bunch of food. I eat a bunch of Burmese food, hot wings, and a lot of liquor.
What's the liquor of choice? If you are gonna embark and have a few drinks, what do you typically go to?
Usually I go for Hennessy, but you know what I'm saying, they only got tequila, so I like, fuck, I'll take it.
Okay, man, tequila gives me a rough hangover. I try and stay away
me,
from the tequila.
me too. I don't, that was the last time I took tequila, man.
Okay, fair enough, my man. As far as the rest of the fights go, did you get a chance to kick back and watch it? There were some pretty darn good fights that night.
Man, I watched like 10 times now, bro. I keep rewatch. I love watching myself. I don't know why.
Well, you go in there and you put a good performance on like that. I can see why. What did you think of the main event with Emmett and Taporia?
I only watch my fight.
Oh, you didn't
I
watch any of the other
yeah.
fights?
No, I go home and celebrate.
Okay. Are
No,
you
I watch Macy Barber fight.
okay? That was a good one. She had a pretty good performance. A lot of blood.
Yes, she is amazing.
Do you like watching a lot of tape? Are you one of the fighters that like to kick back and watch all the fights every Saturday, or do you kind of separate yourself when it's not you fighting?
Nah, just like I said, I watch myself, and you know when they give me names, like I probably watch one or two fight, and then I give it to Coach Frank, and then Coach Frank will study them, and then we work at the gym. You know.
Tell me a little bit about yourself outside of the MMA world. Do you have any hobbies, anything new that you've picked up, or something that you like to do to kind of pass the time?
So the longest break I ever had was, you know what I'm saying, it was that. So I don't know. I sleep all day, and I start watching anime, and so yeah, I enjoy anime a lot.
Okay. And I did see on your Instagram you got a sponsor, Live Oak Vodka. Tell me a little bit about that company and how good the vodka is.
They haven't sent me anything yet right now, so I'm still talking to Jacob. I was like, where my vodka at? You know what I'm saying? So I want to try it. So hopefully they send me soon.
It looks good. I mean, how did this sponsorship come about?
It was all Iridium. You know, Iridium always hooked me up with good sponsors and stuff like that. So uh, shout out to Jacob. Shout out to Jason House, man.
All right. Now, are you going to be jumping right back into camp? Obviously, 4 ounce fight club. Are you planning on getting right back after it and right back in there?
Man, I want to fight tomorrow, bro. Like if I can, you know what I'm saying. So hopefully soon, like better sooner than later, you know.
So no bumps, no bruises. You're healthy as can be. You'd fight next week if you got the opportunity.
Sure, for sure. I mean, I do got the bruises, you know what I'm saying? But I still fight.
Give me a fight prediction here. Obviously, the 125 title is right around the corner. Brandon Moreno, Alexander Pantoja. Who do you see winning that fight?
uh, so I think I'll go with Brandon, just because I think he got better. I think he got better because I watched his fight versus Kai. So yeah, he looked a lot better. So I feel like he get the job done.
Do you think he finishes the fight?
No, no, but I think he'll get the decision for sure.
Okay. Now that's the co-main event next weekend. The main event is for the featherweight title. You have Volkanovski, Yair Rodriguez. Who do you see winning that title fight?
Alex, man, the short king take over. You know, so I'm a short guy too, so I got to go with the short guys.
Yeah. He's so good. I can't believe just I mean even the fight for the title against Makachev at 155, the guy's just an animal.
Yeah, he's so good, man. It's amazing how a short guy like him know how to keep his distance and stay countering. You know what I'm saying? So it was amazing, man.
Is he someone that you kind of analyze and maybe take things from his game to improve your own game?
No, to be honest, I watch. I used to watch a lot of Peter Young fight, just because we got the same styles. He come from boxing background, and I come from boxing background and stuff like that. So, uh, yeah, I watch him a lot. Like
Okay.
even before I fight, I watch him. I think he's the only guy like I'll keep watching.
I have to imagine that Piotr Jan is going to get back on the winning track. Do you feel like he'll have a career resurgence and maybe make another push at a title shot down the line?
Yeah, I hope so, because a guy like him, man, I feel like his last fight, he probably got some injury going into that fight or something. Like he don't look like himself, but hopefully he get back in there. Because I love watching him fight.
Yeah, me as well. Joshua, you talked a little bit about the time frame of when you want to fight again. You said you fight tomorrow if you got the opportunity. Is there an opponent, someone that I mean, I know you're new to the UFC, but do you feel like there's someone that's out there that would make a good dance partner for your next fight?
Like I said, I don't watch a lot of too much fights, so I don't. So the only people I know from my division is Moreno, Figueredo, and stuff like that. So I'm not in a position to call them out yet. So whoever they give me, man.
Okay, man. Well, I'll tell you what, I can't wait to see you back in there. Fantastic UFC debut, picking up the split win over Zhalgas at UFC Jacksonville. Joshua, great talking to you again. Before we do sign off, I want to give you the floor. Tell people where they can follow you on social media. If you have anyone to thank, anything to plug, the floor is yours.
Hey man, first of all, I want to thank my gym, Farms Fight Club, and then I want to give a shout out to Aslan Boxing Gym, and my strength conditioning, Temple Construction, and you guys can follow me on IG, the Fearless MMA one. And again, thank you for your support, man.